on, must be the shoes. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store. Between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go.
Herbert now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The toss here completed to Pittman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Jordan, and this Browns defense stands tall. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
The loss loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Browns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break the tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Here's Herbert. Pass caught left side by Humphries. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. We're just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Now Allen again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, here's Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Running, it's Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of a yard.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Henry Ruggs, 52 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
Extra point.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10. At their
The
own
Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Drake. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Drake, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They run again with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Texans 21, Browns 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll roll it down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Browns 18.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
A gain of 4.
Right back to Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On the give, this is Drake. And some room to roam now. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 32-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down by Michael O.J. Mudia.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down by...
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Texans 28. Browns 18.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Devin McCourty brings him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Check. Half 85. Shoot. Check.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so it's darn close.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Again, Herbert steps away. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Herbert throwing again. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. One last throw here for Herbert. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Score Texans 31. Browns 26.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans.